Hi, I'm Clyde with NRS, here today to offer you some suggestions for apparel choice to move your rafting season from the warm summer months into the cooler fall. The number one piece of apparel that you want to wear in the fall, in fact you should wear it all the time, is your life jacket. It's going to give you flotation, keep your head above water. If you do go in for a swim, it's going to give you that extra margin of safety that you need to get yourself out of the predicament you've gotten yourself into. And remember also that water is much more efficient at conducting heat than air is. Experts say it's some 25 times more efficient at pulling heat away from your body. So always think about, as the water cools down, dressing for immersion, dressing for the water temperature. That's going to give you the level of protection, that margin for survival. As a rafter, I'm up above the water, not right down in it like a kayaker, but I still have to keep thinking about protecting myself if I do go for a swim. So I'm going to choose some insulation piece that I can wear next to my skin that's going to give me good thermal protection. So the first layer I would turn to would be a layer of neoprene, which is going to keep me warm whether it's wet or dry. The neoprene piece that I like to wear is our NRS Hydroskin, and the tops come in a long sleeve version and also in a short sleeve, and they're just really good and stretchy. They don't inhibit mobility at all, and yet they still give great thermal protection for my core. These are older ones that I've had for several years. They're still going strong. I wear them every year. You also need some insulation on your lower body in the event of a swim. What I really like is a heavier neoprene. These are the NRS rodeo pants. They're a thicker neoprene. They've got padded knees. As a rafter, I'm exercising my upper body, not so much my lower body, so I'm not going to overheat even though I've got a thicker neoprene on my lower body. As with any outdoor activity in the cooler months, you want to think about layering. Things that you can put on, take off, depending on the conditions. I've got that layer of neoprene next to my skin. The next layer that I would add on would be some type of splashwear, something that's waterproof, breathable. And splashwear is something that's going to protect me from, as the name implies, from wind, from splash. It's going to give me an extra layer of dead air in there and cut down on evaporative cooling. Splashwear top that I turn to, my favorite, is the NRS Sea Tour jacket. It's a full zip jacket, has lots of splash-proof zippered pockets. It has a full hood with 3 adjustment points, really ties close to my head. It's nice and roomy, so I can wear it over my life jacket. That's really nice. I don't have to pull off the life jacket. I can just throw it on if I start to get chilled. On my lower body, my choice is the NRS Black Rock pant. It's nice and burly, has reinforced knees and seat. It's nice and tough so that as I'm busting through the brush going out to scout a rapid, I don't have to worry about snagging or tearing them. Obviously these are used. Both of these are definitely ones that I wear a lot. All right, again, layering up, things for your extremities. For your head, you want to have things that'll cut down on heat loss on your head. The Sea Tour jacket has that hood, but it helps, but it doesn't have a lot of insulation. So I may want to add something like a wool cap or beanie, or a neoprene helmet liner. My favorite of those is the NRS Sea Hood, and what I like best about it is the fact that it has this nice chin strap, so it's going to hold it on whether or not I'm wearing a helmet. And the mystery material has this nice slick outer surface, sheds water like a duck's back, going to cut down on evaporative cooling. Again, another extremity, your hands. There's a lot of surface area there. You're going to lose heat in your hands, and you want to wear some type of a glove on there that'll give you warmth even if your hands get wet, which means neoprene. My first choice of a neoprene glove as I move out of the summer is our NRS Guide glove. It has some neoprene in it, fairly thin neoprene. What I like about it is it has, the fingers are left open, and I just have a hard time doing fine motor things with most gloves, whether they're a leather glove or whatever. So as long as I can, I'll wear the Guide glove. As it gets too cold for these, I'll move into a heavier glove. My first choice then is our Rogue glove. It's got a thicker neoprene. It also has this nice Hydra cuff that really seals around above the wrist and seals in warmth and seals out splash. And I find, surprisingly, the way these fingers are constructed, I feel like I have more dexterity with the Rogue gloves than I do with most other neoprene full-fingered gloves. Moving on down to the feet, you need something there, some type of an insulation there that's going to keep your feet warm even if you get wet. And guess what? That, and when you're boating, is some type of a neoprene piece. When I'm boating in the summer, I'm wearing some type of a sandal or chacos. I can keep wearing those right into the fall. Just put on a wet sock. This is the Hydroskin sock. We've also got socks with heavier neoprene, so you can still keep wearing your sandals. Just add a wet sock. Going into a full booty, my first choice is the NRS ATB shoe. Has the nice lugged hiking type sole. Also has a nice instep strap that holds them on my feet well. I've got narrow feet. Actually, this is one of our wider shoes, but with this instep strap, I can cinch that down, and still with my narrow feet, they're still comfortable. Keeps my foot from moving around in them. And also has this gusseted zippered entry. Makes it easier to get my feet in and out of them. Since most of my rafting is done on multi-day trips, if I'm going on a multi-day trip in the fall, I'm going to pack maybe some more layers than I would if I were just going out for the day, because weather conditions can change. One thing that I would add to my layering arsenal would be a heavier wetsuit. This is a NRS Farmer John, again an older one, but it's 3 mils of neoprene, has a reinforced seat and knees, ankle zip, so it's easy to put on and take off. I'd take something like this along so that in case it got colder, I can layer my Hydroskin with this, and also I could have it, and if it's getting colder, I might want to put this on, or if maybe we're running some rapids that thinking a little bit more chance of maybe going for a swim, I would might put that on for the day. Well, those are my suggestions for what to wear when rafting as you move into the cooler months. Always remember, wear that life jacket, dress for the swim. If you have questions, give us a call or visit us on our website, nrsweb.com. Boat safe, and I hope someday to meet you on the water. Some of the young smart alecks here like to say that that the first time I rafted the Grand Canyon, it wasn't as deep as it is today. So